Alright, so it turns out the series I had planned going was basically going to turn out the same way every single time and wasn't going to be too interesting in my opinion, so I decided to give up on doing that. And what I'm just going to do what I want to do, and what I feel like doing is doing a custom draft, like a fantasy draft, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to rebuild that team, and what I like to do, I'm going to create a person. Wait. Change role. Okay. I guess we'll be an owner. Create owner. You can get legacy score. Start with less money. Is there one that gives you trade upgrades? That might be a coach. I might choose coach then. Create coach. Boom. And trade influence. I feel like that one, I don't really care about those. Trade influence is good. I mean, the owner does have a lot more benefits, and you can manage the money. Oh, Juan Blanco. It's been him for a long time. He's been the default person when you do this. Juan Blanco. Okay. I guess I'll keep that tradition going with Juan. Same face and everything for the past couple of years. Jesus. So we are going to choose fantasy draft and league settings. I know this is not going to be competitive at all. I'm just going to go rookie, fast speed. I just want to have fun with this. I don't want to have it crazy difficult. I want to play through this, and I want to break NFL records with the players that I have. That's something I've always enjoyed doing. I could turn off salary cap if I want it to be I don't know. That's definitely cheating. I guess we'll turn it off and injuries off. This is good, like the super easy mode, non-serious. I'll put up to 10-minute quarters so I can get some crazy stats. Auto progress. Okay, here we go. And another thing I want to mention, I do want to do some franchises with you guys. If you guys are down to do that, I would host the franchise, have a list of rules and all that garbage whenever we need to play games. I'll come up with all the rules and everything. You guys just let me know if you'd be interested in doing that. Try to get as many people as we can. I don't know if it'll be a full 32 thing. Maybe only 10 people want to do it. I think that would be cool. I'm always playing Madden. I'd love to play franchise mode. I know beginning of Madden I was mostly playing online head-to-head, which was fun. And I also got a lot of experience with gameplay, but I enjoy all the other parts of Madden. I think I'm going to stream Long Shot in a couple days just to get that. It'll be a pretty relaxed, chill stream. Start fantasy draft. I guess in this episode we'll just draft my team, and then I might start. Whoa! Oh, I thought we were the first overall pick. This first round, 18th pick. Okay, but yeah, I might play some games off the screen and come back later. Oh my! Who do I take? I'm definitely taking one of these: Aaron Rodgers or Antonio Brown. Now we are going for NFL records to be broken. I feel like Antonio Brown has a better chance of doing some stuff opposed to Aaron Rodgers, who didn't play his first couple years. So while Aaron Rodgers is arguably the best quarterback, I don't know if I'm going to choose him. I think I'm going to choose Antonio Brown. I don't think he's ever gotten injured. They're not going to show me his whatever, but I guess we'll choose Antonio Brown. He's a great franchise receiver. Hopefully he'll never leave us. And let's see what our next pick is going to be. Oh, not too far away. I like how fast it goes. You don't have to wait too long. Oh, man. Whoa. Eric Berry did suffer some injuries, so he doesn't have... I mean, he's a great player. I might have to go with Rob Gronkowski, though. Oh, man, that's tough. Rob Gronkowski did suffer injury, though. Who do we have at quarterback? Who's left at quarterback? We have Drew Brees, Cam Newton. Oh, man. Cam Newton's still here? I might have to go with Cam Newton or Andrew Luck. Oh, that's the thing, though. Who has most potential? I think Matt Ryan has a great potential for breaking some records. We already know Drew Brees is going to break the records. Should I just further his legacy even more? Or go with the younger Matt Ryan, even though these two are the enemies to Drew Brees? Now let's look at some defensive players. I'll probably skip out all this nonsense until I make my pick. So I'll see you guys when we make a selection. I think I'm gonna go with Deion Jones, middle linebacker, very young. I think that was a good pick for us. Let's see if we can get some more explosive players. Right, so Drew Brees was still here. I guess I'm just gonna take him, and we'll probably get a good year or two out of him, and we should be able to set the bar very high for the NFL record in passing. All right, Sean Lee is just waiting for us in the 4th round, so I guess we're going to have to take him. 96 overall. That's definitely a good pick, I believe. All right, I went and drafted Malcolm Jenkins, a veteran safety who I think will bring electricity to the defense. All right, my next pick, Ndamukong Suh, another veteran at the defensive line position. I think that's going to add a good depth to the team. All right, I just had to go with my man, Alvin Kamara. There's no way I couldn't draft him. He's an absolute legend already. All right, so here's a team as of now. We got Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara. They already know each other well, and then we got Drew Brees throwing dots to Antonio Brown, Jordy Nelson, Larry Fitzgerald, and Mike Wallace. I think the first thing I'm going to do is change Larry Fitzgerald to a tight end. I think he'll still be a pretty good overall player, even at tight end. So let's do that. And I'm sure he's better than my starter right now. And let's see. Oh, yeah, he's a 93 tight end. He's only an 89 receiver. Jesus Christ. So yeah, Larry Fitzgerald, very good tight end. So we'll have Jordy Nelson on the outside with Antonio Brown, Mike Wallace in the slot. I think that's pretty good. Our O-line is pretty average. Our defense is a 91 overall. We got people like Sean Lee, Deion Jones. We got Aaron Lynch. He's a young, potentially good player. We got Malcolm Jenkins, an absolute beast. We got some old, oh my God, we probably have the oldest corners in the entire history of history. Jonathan Joseph, Brent Grimes, and Terrence Newman. I think these are all players like 35 or 36 or older. I think Terrence Newman's like 40 years old or something. Jesus. We got Ndamukong Suh and Cameron Wake in the D-line, and they will hold it down pretty darn well. Let's see who our kicker is. Matt Bryant. So not too bad. I think we have a pretty solid team, and I'm just going to confirm that... Oops. I'm going to confirm that this NFL record book, after about once the players on my team are retired, so maybe like 10 years before everyone's gone, this is going to be demolished. Like, I'm going to completely go after all the records in here. Drew Brees is going to completely obliterate this within the first year, obviously. Passing touchdowns, I might be able to... Yeah, I should be able to do that. It's only like 50. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I can get 50 in 1 year. If not, we can get a lot if Drew Brees stays. Rushing yards, I don't know if Alvin Kamara, what he'll be able to do. His first year, he didn't do too well, but I think with a good 10 years, averaging, if he can somehow average up to 1,800 yards a year, a couple 2,000-yard seasons in there, yeah, we can definitely beat Emmitt Smith. Rushing touchdowns, that's an easy one to beat. Receiving yards, that's going to be the toughest. Even, I think, like in Madden, this is one of the hardest things to actually beat is Jerry Rice's receiving yards record, and I think his reception. Like, how did he get that many? The touchdowns, that's kind of hard, but not as bad as, like, receiving yards and catches. Like, how did he get that many catches? That is absolutely insane to me. So that's going to be one that I will definitely struggle with. Antonio Brown, I don't know how many he has, but for the past like couple years, I know he's had over 100. So he's on a good little path to that. And let's see, I don't know if anybody on here, I know, well, J.J. Watt. If you're playing like Madden 17 and you did a franchise, J.J. Watt, I'm pretty sure he could easily, even if he simulated, get over 200. But he had 2 injured seasons, so I don't think he'd be able to get up there. I don't know if any of my players are going to be good enough to get up there. Who knows? Defensive interceptions, I don't think my corners have that much, unless I try to trade for someone like Richard Sherman or whatever. But in one of my franchises in the previous year, I had a middle linebacker. He was on the list for sacks, and he had like 150 sacks, and he ended up beating Paul Krause. And I think he had like almost 100 interceptions as a middle linebacker, so it was absolutely insane. He played for like 12 years or something, I don't know. But, yeah, we are going to completely obliterate this. Obviously, the season and game records are going to be... These are probably going to all be gone. Drew Brees is going to hold every single thing in here. So, I guess I'm going to play a whole bunch of this, and I'm going to come back every now and then and show you guys the progress that I've made. And, yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys are excited for this. I know the previous series kind of just... It's gone, but... Hope you guys are ready for this, and if you're not, whatever. I'm going to enjoy it, and my team already lost the first game. Let's end the regular season, but yeah, I'm going to be streaming every now and then whenever I can, and I'm just going to be uploading a normal little video about whatever every single day like I always do. So until my next video, deuces.